Oral sex. Something not all women love, but every man absolutely craves. You likely never had the talk with your mom about how to do it right. So where did you learn? After interviewing over 100 women and men, and of course gaining experience by doing it myself, I've uncovered the 5 secrets every man wants you to know. And by knowing this as a woman, you will feel more secure, sexy, and intimate than ever before. Knowing this will completely change your sex life after 60. Let me be clear, this isn't about outdated advice or vague suggestions. These secrets are doctor-approved, backed by real women's experiences, and powerful enough to turn uninspired moments into unforgettable connections. Every woman deserves to feel confident and empowered, and every man wants to be worshipped with passion and skill. This video will bridge that gap, giving you the knowledge to deliver pleasure that leaves him breathless and begging for more. Welcome back to the Female Health Podcast. I'm Dr. Leah Parker, a gynecologist and intimate health psychologist with over 30 years of experience guiding women through the twists and turns of aging bodies and changing desires. My passion is helping women reclaim their pleasure, embrace their sensuality, and enjoy deeply satisfying intimacy at every stage of life. Before we jump into the 5 secrets, let's talk about something just as important: preparation. It might sound simple, but asking gently for washing or shaving isn't just about hygiene. It's your first step to a respectful, comfortable, and thrilling experience for both partners. Never hesitate to set these boundaries. And here's a truth many overlook: oral sex should only happen when you're truly, deeply turned on. If you're not there yet, ask for more foreplay. If your partner can't or won't help you reach that place, don't feel guilty walking away. Your pleasure and boundaries matter most. If you want to go beyond these tips and rediscover a deeper connection with your own body while having sex with yourself, I invite you to explore my guide called Reconnection. It's in my YouTube store. It's designed uniquely for women 60 and over who want to free themselves from years of guilt, rediscover the forgotten connection with your body, listen to your own inner voice, and dive into the fascinating science behind pleasure. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment telling me where you're watching from, and more importantly, what time it is. And men, your perspective is invaluable. Tell us if these secrets match your experience, or if you dare, share your own insights. Together we can build a community of confident women and informed men. Get ready for an exciting journey through practical, sensual, and sometimes surprising techniques. These secrets are your keys to mastering oral sex and reclaiming intimate power that will leave him captivated and longing for more. Let's get started. 1 question. How can you make someone truly enjoy oral sex if you don't know the different parts of his private area and the sensations each can create? Right, let's start there for a bit. There are 4 main parts you absolutely need to know: the glands, the shaft of the penis itself, the testicles, and the male G-spot, also known as the prostate. The glands, often called the head of the penis, is the rounded cone-shaped tip. It's loaded with thousands of nerve endings, making it the most sensitive area for pleasurable sensations. The base of the glands, known as the corona, forms a rim that is also highly sensitive. This part responds strongly to touch, temperature, and pressure, and is typically the focus of much stimulation. The shaft is the long cylindrical part of the penis, extending from the base to the glands. While not as intensely sensitive as the glands, the shaft contains erectile tissue that fills with blood during arousal, making it firm and responsive. The testicles, contained within the scrotum, are oval-shaped organs responsible for producing sperm and testosterone. The scrotum's skin is thin and very sensitive to light touch, temperature, and pressure. Many men find gentle caressing or massaging this area intensely pleasurable and a vital part of their sexual experience. Then there's the male G-spot, or prostate, located beneath the testicles, inside the body. This small walnut-sized gland plays a powerful role in male pleasure. When stimulated gently, it can produce deep, intense sensations that are different from those of the penis. Unlike what many think, a man can be sexually aroused and feel pleasure without his penis necessarily being hard. This is normal and can happen for many reasons: stress, age, health conditions, or simply being in a relaxed state. It's important to remember that this doesn't mean less desire or attraction. Staying calm, keeping communication open, without over-discussing, and focusing on connection and exploration makes all the difference. Understanding these parts and their unique sensitivities will give you the foundation to explore confidently and make your intimate moments richer and more satisfying for both of you. Preparation is everything when it comes to oral sex, and sensory prep plays a crucial role in making the experience more comfortable, pleasurable, and connected for both partners. One key aspect of this is gently requesting a shower or shave before you begin. This may feel awkward at first, but it's about enhancing comfort and increasing sensitivity for both of you. A clean and fresh start helps reduce distractions and lets you fully focus on the moment, opening the door for deeper intimacy. Now let's talk about saliva, the unsung hero of oral sex. Your mouth naturally produces saliva, and starting with this wetness flowing freely allows for smooth, slick, and seamless movement. It keeps everything lubricated, reducing friction and enhancing sensation. Saliva also acts as a natural connector, making oral sex feel more tender, alive, and thrilling without the need for artificial products. This wetness can be subtle or generous, but it's an essential element that amplifies every lick, kiss, and suck. Saliva doesn't just improve glide, it engages multiple senses, including taste and warmth, creating a fuller sensory experience. This helps build closeness and heightens anticipation because it's a primal, natural part of how our bodies respond to touch. As we continue, upcoming tips will explore how playing with different textures and rhythms can take these sensations even further, turning every moment into a dynamic dance of pleasure and connection. When it comes to setting the scene, you absolutely don't need candles or anything elaborate. Don't overdo it, because pressure can rise if you try to create a perfect atmosphere. A simple dimmed nightstand lamp or a soft lamp can do wonders for setting the mood and helping both of you relax. The key is comfort. Make sure you're positioned comfortably lying down next to him without strain or awkward angles. If you don't feel like looking at him right away, that's perfectly okay. Once you sense he's deeply enjoying himself, you can start to meet his gaze. Remember, there's no need to pressure yourself into doing all the things you think you have to do for the moment to be great. Intimacy isn't a performance, it's about connection at your pace. Feeling comfortable, calm, and free of expectations makes the whole experience richer for both of you. So create a relaxing space that feels natural to you, and let everything else fall into place from there. Now let's begin with the very first secret that can instantly level up your oral game. This technique might sound simple, but when done right, it transforms routine oral sex into a mind-blowing experience that's both deeply intimate and intensely pleasurable. Doing this correctly gives you far more control and variety over the sensations you create. Instead of relying solely on your mouth, which can tire quickly or limit the type of sensation you can give, your hand becomes a powerful partner that amplifies every touch. Your mouth focuses all its attention on the glands, the sensitive head of the penis, while your hand wraps gently but firmly around the shaft. What's crucial here is that your hand isn't just mimicking your mouth exactly, it moves in harmony, but with its own rhythm and pressure. Using your hand this way allows you to create layers of sensation that keep things exciting and fresh. It also helps extend your stamina, since your mouth doesn't have to do all the work. While your mouth can vary its speed, pressure, and wetness, your hand can simultaneously stroke with a different rhythm or tightness. This dance between the two creates a dynamic experience for him, something that a mouth alone can rarely achieve. Your hand can also act as a controlling partner, setting the pace and pressure while your mouth teases the more sensitive head. This combo means you can easily adjust what feels best at every moment, sometimes coaxing gently, other times building intensity without overstimulating. Think about curling your fingers slightly, or changing the grip as you slide up and down, blending softness and firmness. This technique also invites you to engage more fully, to watch his reactions and respond accordingly. When you tune into his subtle cues, breaths, muscles tensing or relaxing, sounds, you're creating a shared rhythm, a sensual conversation without words. This connection turns a physical act into a deeply intimate experience. And here's a thought many overlook. Using your hand and mouth together not only enhances sensation for him, but it makes the giver feel more empowered and creative. You're not just along for the ride, you're leading it, painting pleasure with skill and confidence. As you explore this technique, you'll find new ways to play with timing, pressure and movements that feel natural to you and thrilling for him. It creates a dance of sensations that brings both of you closer, wraps you in mutual excitement, and builds anticipation that can last and grow. Sometimes, intimacy is about the smallest changes, a delicate shift, a new direction, a pause filled with anticipation. Think about the moments when you and your partner have slipped into a familiar rhythm. It feels comforting, sure, but it can also make pleasure predictable. Instead of racing through what you already know, imagine allowing curiosity to lead your hand, lingering in one spot, then slowly, almost imperceptibly, tilting your palm or rotating your fingers just a fraction this way or that. It's not about doing something complicated, but about being present enough to sense the difference these gentle shifts make, and noticing when suddenly something subtle feels powerfully new. There's an art to these almost secret motions. If you let your hand explore different paths, you'll touch not just his body, but his attention. Twisting your wrist slightly changes which side of your hand makes contact with his skin, inviting sensations that catch him off guard in the best way. Sometimes it's a soft, open-palmed slide, sometimes the pressure moves diagonally, or your hand eases into a corkscrew-like embrace without ever hurrying. These shifts encourage you and him to get out of your heads and into the delicious unpredictability of the moment. What matters most isn't the size or drama of the movement, but its intention. Every slow rotation, each gentle exploration, tells him, "I see you, I'm paying attention," making even the most well-known touch feel personal and alive. You might notice his breath quicken, or a quiet sound escape that you've never heard before. Sometimes, a simple half-turn sparks a jolt of pleasure that surprises you both. These discoveries are rarely found in any manual. They're born from paying attention and being willing to let go of a set plan, trusting your hand to wander and discover what feels good right now. Knowing that pleasure isn't static, that it can spike from the tiniest detail, gives you permission not to perform, but to play. What's most extraordinary is how these gentle, mindful shifts transform ordinary into unforgettable. When you move with intention, almost dancing with your partner's responses, you're creating a dialogue without words. There's a kind of intimacy in this listening with your hands, when you feel a muscle flutter beneath his skin, or the heat of anticipation as you pause, resisting the urge to simply repeat what you did last time. Flow with him, tune into what feels right for both of you, and allow the sensations to grow, twist, and settle into symphonies before they crescendo. Don't underestimate the power of patience here. Sometimes it's the suspended moment, a twist held, the edge of your hand gliding just a bit differently, that draws out a shiver or a gasp. These little experiments don't need commentary or explanation. They're both invitation and answer, speaking volumes in silence. Remember too that new angles aren't only for him. They can make your experience more comfortable and engaging, letting your wrist and arm move naturally so you can keep going without fatigue. The fourth thing you definitely need to know about oral stimulation given to a man is the following. There's a unique kind of magic that happens when touch moves beyond the familiar strokes completely around it and explores a sideways gliding motion. This subtle sliding often feels like a secret invitation, a gentle teasing that stirs anticipation and excitement without rushing toward a climax. By letting your touch slide sideways through the lips, you introduce a new dimension of texture and movement that can feel endlessly fascinating and delightfully fresh. Imagine this. You and your partner are settling into a position where your head is perfectly aligned with his most sensitive spots, but not in the usual straight-on way. Instead, you angle your mouth to the side, softly pressing your lips against him, almost like how you'd place your lips on a transverse flute. With a gentle, rounded shape, your lips create a cozy, flexible opening that molds comfortably around him. It's not about engulfing or suction, it's about a soft embrace that allows you to slide smoothly. Now, rather than just putting it inside your mouth is sliding along the side. This sideways motion is where the magic happens. It's like a gentle caress that teases, explores, and slowly builds anticipation without rushing. It's this deliberate side-to-side glide, steady and rhythmic, that stretches out the pleasure, making every moment linger just a little longer. Using this side-to-side slide as a brief break in your normal rhythm keeps things playful and unpredictable, and gives both of you a chance to slow down and savor the moment. Think of it as adding a quick note to your song, a little flourish that gets his attention and makes each return to your regular rhythm feel even more special. It's simple, quick, and easy to mix in without overthinking. Just a reminder that sometimes less really can be more. What's remarkable is how this simple shift creates rich complexity. It's not a frantic motion, but an intentional, mindful exploration that balances teasing with tenderness. The sensation is soft yet charged, light yet electrifying. It gently disrupts the predictability, making your touch feel alive and responsive. This sideways motion also encourages you to become more attuned to your partner's subtle reactions, the slight tightening of muscles, changes in breath, or soft moans that let you know you're on the right track. This silent feedback helps you adapt naturally, deepening the connection and making every glide speak directly to his pleasure. So as you enjoy this teasing sideways slide, prepare to layer in even more elements that enhance pleasure on every level, transforming what might have been purely physical into something profoundly intimate and exhilarating. There's a last extremely powerful, almost secret ingredient that can change everything. One that involves not just your hands and lips, but your voice. When you add soft moaning while he's inside your mouth, you create gentle vibrations that travel deeply, enhancing every sensation intensively. These sounds aren't just noises, they are a rich form of communication, a way to express your enjoyment and pleasure without words. Moaning helps relax your body, letting tension melt away so you can stay fully present and connected. It sends clear signals to your partner that you're enjoying yourself, encouraging him to relax and lose himself in the moment too. This shared expression of pleasure deepens intimacy, creating a feedback loop where both of you feel more connected, desired, and alive. The vibrations from your voice subtly amplify the physical sensations, adding layers of richness to the experience that neither of you will forget. For those wanting to go even deeper on this journey, the Reconnection Guide available in the store is an invaluable resource. It's designed to help women reconnect with their bodies and pleasure, shedding years of guilt and shame. Within its pages, you'll discover concepts like the forgotten connection and the inner voice, alongside the fascinating science of pleasure that empowers you to embrace your desires openly and confidently. Joining the conversation by sharing your stories or insights in the comments supports a vibrant, understanding community of women who, just like you, are reclaiming joyful intimacy. And for the men watching, tell us how you like it and which move I told you prefer the most. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Women, these 5 essential tips offer you tools not just to give pleasure, but to feel pleasure confidently, rekindling passion and making him beg for more, all while celebrating your sensual power and renewed connection.